Okay, so what is the digital systems? Okay, that is our subjects. Okay, so digital system is nothing but the electronic technology that generates, stores and process the data in terms of two states. That two states are considered as a positive and the non-positive. That positive state is considered as it is represented by the one, where non-positive state is represented by the zero. It simply transform the data, store the data, but in the form of binary. That is nothing but your digital system. Now our today's topic, actual topic is logic gates. Okay, uh, now you know the logic gates. Okay, so the uh, logic gates are nothing but the digital circuits, okay, which are performing a particular logic function by operating on a number of binary inputs. Okay, now consider any logic gates. Okay, so whatever the inputs you are applying, inputs is nothing but binary input. As per the input, some output is generated, but that output is depends on the logic gate, what kind of logic gates you are going to be used. Okay, on that basis the output is depends. Okay, so the logic gate is categorized into a three parts actually. First one is basic gates, and gate, not gate and or gate, where universal, there are two types of universal gates, NAND gates and the NOR gates. Okay, and the some other logic gates, or it is also called as a derived logic gates. Okay, that is nothing but XOR gates and the XNOR gates. Okay, so quick revisions on these uh, gates. Okay, one important things, okay, that may be asked in your quiz. Okay, that is how many transistors are required to implement different logic gates. Okay, actually logic gates is nothing but the combinations of your diodes and the transitions. Okay, so if you are considering the NOT gate, for NOT gate we require only one transistor. If considering the AND gate, for AND gate we require the three transistors. Okay, and if you are considering the universal gates, for universal gates you require the true transistor. Okay, keep in your mind. Okay, for NOT gate only one transistor, for AND gate three transistor, for universal gates we require the two transistors. Okay, now quick review on the basic logic gates, three types of logic gates. First we'll start with the AND gate. Okay, so what is the meaning of AND gate? When you are providing the inputs A and B, what kind of operation actually performed by the AND gate? Okay, so in this case, see the truth table. In this case, okay, AND gate is performing actually the multiplications. Okay, so in AND gate, what is the property of AND gate? So related to your output. So in AND gate, if output is high, if all of its inputs are high. Okay, see here in AND gate, you are getting the output high here. Okay, when you are having both inputs are high, then and then you are getting the inputs as a high. While when you are getting the output as a low, then okay, when any one of its input is low. Okay, see for these three combination the output is zero. Why? Because any one combination is a zero, because if it is performing the multiplication operation, zero multiply by anything, then you are obviously getting the zero. Okay, so for all the other combinations it's a zero. So what we have to keep, okay, don't mug up this truth table, just you have to recall or remind this kind of logic. And in quiz also such kind of logic will be asked. No one will ask the truth table, so only they are going to be check your logic. So because our subject is digital logic, your logic, once your logic is clear, then it is easy for you understand these subjects. Okay, now how the representation logic symbol. Okay, so this is the logic symbol which is used to represent the AND gate. Okay, now in the form of Boolean equation, how it's going to be represented. Okay, so A into A and B and C, and number of variables if you have. So another way, A dot B dot C. Okay, and third way of representation is ABC. So normally we are following third kind of representation ABC. We are not using dot or such kind of and representation. We are using this. Normally, we are using the third presentation. So for AND gate, you have to keep in your mind only one line. Okay, when all the inputs are high, then output will be a one. Otherwise, output will be a zero. Okay. Then second one, second gate or gate. Okay, now what is the logic? Okay, now see the truth tables. In that truth table, what kind of operations is going to be performed by the or gate? That is nothing but your additional operation. Okay, so in addition operation, okay, so what is the logic? Okay, so for or gate, the output is high when if any one of its input is high. See how many times high values are there for these three combination. High values are there. Okay, so 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. So here if any one of the input is high, then the output will be a high. For two inputs we are considering 0 0. For 0 0, okay, it is the output is low. Okay, the output is low. The logic symbol is such kind of logic symbol is used. Okay. uh, okay, someone. Okay, these logic symbols is there. Okay, and the representation you can use A or B or C, but normally we are following this way: A plus sign, B plus sign for number of variable if it is, then we are normally following these signs. Okay, so you are clear. So one thing you have to keep in your mind: when the both inputs are low, then output will be, or when all the inputs are low, in that case only your output will be a low. Now, easiest gate is a NOT gate. Okay, that is inverter. We are also calling as an inverter. Okay, so only one input is required. That's why only one transistor is required to implement the uh, NOT gate. Okay, so one A as a one input, output we are considering as a B. Here Y is represented. So if it is zero input, then obviously high. That is, we need to invert the bits. Okay, that is the case. Okay, so easy for the understanding purpose. But while representing this NOT gate, you have to use this bubble sign. Okay, at the top of this. Okay, then representation not A, either you can use the A and then dash sign or the hyphen at the top of the variable, or you can use a and the single exclamatory mark. Okay, that is also considered for the NOT gate. So this is all about your basic gates: AND gate, OR gates, and the NOT gates. Next is universal gates. Okay, why it is called as the universal gates? Why it is a basic difference between basic logic gates and the universal gates? Because these gates are called as universal gates, they can realize all the binary operation. Also, we can easily implement the basic logic gates with the help of the universal gates. That's why it is called as the universal gates. There are two: NAND and the non-universal. Okay, so first we'll learn the NAND gates. Okay, so how we are constructing the NAND gates. Okay, it's simply AND gates and its negations. Okay, so we're having a AND gate representation. We are adding a NOT gate and we are generating the NAND gate. Okay, AND symbol, and we're having a bubble sign that is indicate or represent your NAND gates. Okay, so A into B normally you are using in a AND gate multiplication, but this is a negation, so we need to apply the bar. Okay, we are also calling as a bar. Okay, so whatever the logic of AND gate, it is reverse in that case. Okay, when both inputs are high or all the inputs are high, then and then output will be one in case of AND gate. Okay, but in case if both inputs are high, you have to just reverse the output of your AND gates. Okay, so if it is high, then output will be zero. Normally zero into anything is zero, but a negation of zero is nothing but the one. Okay, so this is nothing but the truth table of your AND gates. Okay, if you are not able to design a AND gate NAND gate directly, first you design the AND gate A into B. In next column, just reverse the bit, all the bits. That is nothing but your NAND gate. Okay. NOR gate, same like your OR gates property. We are having a OR gate, and we are adding a NOT gate to the OR gate, and then we are implementing the NOR gate. Same thing. Okay, what happen in case of NOR gate when both inputs are zero? Then output is zero, otherwise the output will be high. So same thing, if the inputs are zero, then output in case of OR gate is zero, but this is a NOT gate, so we need to reverse the bit again. If you are not able to directly design the NOR gate, just simply write down the A plus B output part, and in next column just write down the A plus B negations. Okay, so this is a universal gates. Okay, so why it is called as universal gates we are talking about? So they can design the basic logic gates. Okay, so these are the basic logic gates can be designed with the help of a universal gates. Okay, first universal gates is a NAND gates. Okay, designing all the basic gates. Okay, so while designing the basic gates, you have to use only the NAND gate. Okay, most this question is asked for the 4 mark, but what happened, most of the students not able to design properly, they are not able to represent the NAND gate properly, they are using the NOT gate. When if it is asked for universal gates, okay, you have to use only the universal gates, you cannot use any other gates. Okay, while representing or implementing it. Okay, so NOT gate. Okay, actually for NOT gate we require only one input. Okay, but if you are using the NAND gate, here you require the two inputs, so same inputs we are applying here. Okay, if you are A into A, which operation? A multiplication, so A into A is nothing but your A, and its negation due to this bubble. Okay, so it is nothing but A bar, so it's nothing but your NOT gate. Okay, it is easy to implement a AND gate by using a NAND gate. Okay, because what you have to use this NAND gate two times. Okay, then you will get easily. First, if you are considering first is that is nothing but your NAND gate. If you are applying the negation to the NAND gate, then what will be the generated? The output will be your AND gate. Now I'm coming to the NOR gates. Okay, we'll discuss later on regarding NOR gate by using NAND gate. So NOR gate is simple, same as your NAND gate. Only one NOR gates you required here. Okay, you can easily implement NOT gate by using NOR gate. OR gate, it is again same like your AND gates. Okay, so two times you have to use this NOR gates. Okay, now somewhat regarding your OR gates by using NAND gates and AND gates by using a NOR gates. So what will be the happen? Okay, OR gates. Okay, so here you have to use the three NAND gates. Okay, here you have to use the three NOR gates. Okay, so here the output is A bar, here the output is B bar. Okay, and now here the output is A bar A bar into B bar and whole bar. Due to this one more NAND gates, we need to apply the negation. So that is a bar into B bar whole bar. So if you apply the De Morgan's theorems, you may know the about De Morgan's theorems. In coming slides, we'll discuss the regarding De Morgan's theorem. So what will be the happen? It will if you apply the De Morgan's theorem, then the output equations is like A plus B. Same here, you are having a bar output as a B bar here due to this NOR gates. Okay, A bar plus B bar and the whole bar. Okay, due to this one. Okay, again if you are apply the De Morgan's theorems, you will get the equation like F is equal to A into B. Okay, so this is all about your universal gates, how we are implementing the basic gates by using the universal gates. Now for today's section, actually already time is over, but we'll cover this point. Okay, and then we'll stop this one. Okay, don't leave the group. Okay, I will share the attendance link. So last we'll study this one, XOR gates. Okay, it is also called as the exclusive OR gate and the XOR gates. Okay, it is represented by XOR, okay, or EXOR gate. Okay, So what is the logic? Okay, so the output of XOR gate is high if both inputs are different. See here, for these two combination, if you are considering two input, for these two combination, the output is high. Okay, so 0 and 1, 1 and 0. So both inputs are different. When the both inputs are different, okay, so we are having output as a 1. Okay, the output of XOR gate is low when if both inputs are same. Here 0, here again a 0 output. Okay, but in that case both the inputs are 0 0. In that case both the inputs are 1 1, but the output is going to be 0. So this is a logic to implement the XOR gate. This symbol, okay, or an X. Okay, so this extra part is added to represent these XOR gates. Okay, logical symbol is X XOR B XOR C for the number of variables. Okay, but normally what we are using, okay, in generally we are using a X plus sign rounded, okay, circle with a plus, and then a XOR B. Okay, if you uh, calculate the equations in a Boolean form, so this equation is a into B bar plus a bar into B. That is nothing but the XOR operation. Now, if another gate is XNOR gate, okay, so reverse the operation. When both inputs are same, then output will be high. When both inputs are different, then output will be a 0 for your X XNOR gate. Okay, here for representations you need to add the zero bubble here. Okay.